contacts for Strong for Life because
Michelle, she's with Morehouse.
Right. Michelle left and went to Morehouse School of Medicine. So it was a good time to also introduce Jennifer, or Jenny as she likes to be called, to you all. So this is not my complete team, but most of the team. So what you see around the table are all of the licensed registered nurses for Fulton County School System. And they would coordinate like we have in the past with Michelle, all kind of like the Strong for Life activities.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me today. I'm really excited to hear Taylor's story.
So, and we're glad to have you. So, without further ado, I want to introduce Taylor Simpson to you and her mom, Miss Simpson. And Miss Simpson and I go way back because, believe it or not, she had to remind me, Taylor and Trey, my Trey at UGA, went to Ben Hill Christian Academy together when they were little. So, but Taylor, she's going to tell you all about her, but I just want to say before she gets started, she actually is family, what I consider family, because she is a former student at Langston Hughes High School. So she's from Fulton County School. She grew up in Fulton County Schools. Her mom works at a Fulton County school. So it's kind of all in the family. But I heard a little bit about Taylor's story, and then I started looking at it myself from my niece, who is at Westlake. And my niece said, Auntie, I've never been so motivated and inspired before. And I said, what's going on, Kelsey? She said, have you heard about Taylor's story? And I said, no, well, because the kids use all kind of social media and stuff. And so Kelsey, my niece, was 16 at Westlake, pulled it up, and I literally sat in the salon one Saturday and bawled for an hour, going through just what you'll see today, her testimony and her accounts of things that she went through and her pictures, and it was so inspirational. And then when I looked at the number of kids, it moved from kids following her to adults, people just around the world, following her and listening to her story about how she struggled with weight and self-esteem and the whole 9 yards. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Taylor, who is a beautiful young lady. And once you meet her, she's beautiful on the inside and obviously beautiful on the outside. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mills. Hi, everybody. I'm Taylor Simpson. And I'm here to talk to you today just about a couple of the things that I went through along my journey of weight. And I started my journey when I was 17 years old. And I'm going to show you guys. I used to be 379 pounds. I am now 140 pounds. I have always struggled with weight ever since I was a little girl. I was juicy, as my mom called it. She never said, big or use those words. It was always juicy or a little chunky, as we say. And that's just a mother's touch and a mother's love. I always use the slogan, your body is your masterpiece and you paint it however you like. That slogan means everything to me because in life, sometimes it takes you a little bit longer to realize things. And along my journey, it took me until I was 17 to begin to realize how important being healthy was. I tried numerous things. I tried. Every time I would go to the doctor, my doctor would say, what are we doing about this weight? And I would just sit there like, I don't know, and she sent me to a program. Never did this program. It was at New Spot, and it was called the Shakedown program. I loved it. I liked it. But it was only 1 day a week. So that was the only time I would get physical exercise. And so I began to put on more pounds and more weight. As you can see some of the pictures, this is me at my heaviest weight here in the green. And that was when I guess it hit me that I needed to, kind of get control over my life and being healthy. Being a young lady and becoming a young woman, I guess I never really understood the value of how being healthy, you know, just impacts your life with everything, from your mind, your body, your spirit, emotionally and physically. So I decided on February 28, 2013, that I was gonna go along my journey and decide to lose weight. So along my journey, I walked. That's all I did. All I did was walk. I walked every day for 45 minutes. Now, when I first started, it was a struggle. It definitely was a struggle because we don't like to sweat because we are women and we think sweating is nasty. Okay? So I was like, okay, so let me figure out how I'm gonna again paint this masterpiece I have in my head. So I was like, okay, let me get it together. So for 3 months, it took me 45 minutes to walk 4 laps. And I think it was the end of May, I went up to 10 laps for 45 minutes. And each month, I would add on laps. Before I knew it, I was at 25 laps in 45 minutes. I have what you call a secret. Everybody, like I always say, you want to cheat the weight. You don't want to let the weight cheat you. Saran wrap and trash bags, my best friend. That is what I use. Because I love the saran wrap and what it does, because you know when you suck your stomach in, it looks really pretty and really nice, and that's how you want it to look forever. Well, the saran wrap creates what you call a mold. It molds your stomach, and it makes it stay that way. And as you begin to wear the saran wrap continuously, it will eventually become that way. And each time you continue to do it, it'll get better and better and better. And before I knew it, my mold was actually my stomach. So, I think that was like the most important thing. And trash bags too. You put the trash bags over the saran wrap like a dress. Like you put one as a shirt and you put one as a dress, and then you put your workout clothes on top. And you are sweating more than you're actually working. And what is your main objective when you're working out? It is to sweat. Because sweating, it makes you, it's about the inches sometimes, it's not even so much as about the pounds. Because before you begin to lose the weight, you begin to lose inches before you lose pounds. And sometimes inches matter a little bit more, because a person can be sometimes 200 pounds, but can be a size 14. Just because of how they're structured and how they're made. As I was all throughout high school, I was always teased and I was always caught fat, and I went through bullying ever since the 6th grade. It was really rough for me, and it was always because of my weight. Kids teased me, adults even sometimes made it an issue for me, being big. So, I used to couldn't sit in the desk at my school. And it would make me sad because every time the teacher would call me up or call my name, she would always want me to come here. And it would always take me so long to get there. And so I decided, I was like, I'm going to change. And I'm going to be the voice for every girl, every person in the United States who has ever struggled with weight. And some of you just don't know how to do it. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy challenge. It's very hard. And you don't know how to do it. You don't know what you're doing. You know, but your ultimate goal is that you want to lose weight. So I decided to put my journey out to the world. And before I knew it, people were writing me and were like, I'm gonna get up and walk. And now my journey is all over, and I'm so excited because my ultimate dream, I think, just in life, period, is to help others. And to help girls, or not even just girls, but everybody who struggles with weight. I just want to help them. I just want to give them a helping hand. Because a lot of people write into me on my Instagram, you know, it's the new popular thing, Twitter and Facebook, and they always say, you're such a motivation to me. You're the reason why I got up this morning and I walked. I recently met a young lady who is 400 pounds, and I've been helping her every day. She calls me her food diary. So every day she texts me. She doesn't even live here. She lives in Texas. So every day she texts me what she eats for breakfast, what she eats for lunch, and what she eats for dinner, and her snacks. and I say, okay, you can have that, or no, you can't have that. Within the first 3 weeks, she's lost about 7 pounds. So that puts a smile on my face because if I can do that for every other person in the world, I'm making a change, because obesity in kids is it's the #1 thing we're fighting right now. And as adults, you want to help them, but you're adults. And it's hard because you don't know what they're going through. So that's why I decided to become a voice for and become a child advocate for help. Because I ultimately just want to help kids. That is my ultimate dream. That is why I'm going to school for mass communications with a minor in nutrition, because that is what I want to do. That is my goal and my dream. And without me losing weight, I think I would have I would have never found my true calling in life, which was doing what I'm doing now. And I'm actually doing it now. I'm living my dream. And this is actually a picture of me when I was young.
AK luncheon.
The AK luncheon, point to pledge. Alpha Kappa Alpha. And becoming an obese child advocate is something I would have never thought of, I think, had I not encountered the issues and struggles that I've encountered while losing weight. I don't think I would have ever thought twice about it at all. Had I not been 379 pounds, I don't think I truly would have found who I was. And growing up in this world, as being a teenager in this world is hard because you have peer pressure. You have so many of the wrong things. You have so many of, the rap songs. They always tell you what to do, and it's not, they don't just give you the right choices. So as a young woman, I have to make the right decisions in my life so that I can become successful. It can sometimes be a little hard. But going through what I went through, it made it a little bit easier for me because I also know what I want to do in life. Talk to Me, Girl Talk to Me is basically this is just some of the few girls that have wrote into me. And Kelsey was actually one of, I call her my baby, because she was actually the person that told me that I should put it out even further than what I had done. And so when she told, I kept getting all these friend requests, I'm like, where are these people coming from? And she told me that she had told some people about me, and they wrote into me. And I actually have a YouTube video that I put up a couple months ago. And I didn't think it was going to get any views. I just did it and kept moving. And before I knew it, it had, I think it's at 500 and something views. I'm actually going to show it to you guys.
And Kelsey, my niece, comes from a family. We have a family that we struggle with obesity. So that's why it was so